Hello and welcome. Today we've got this Procore 18 volt 8 amp battery. Showing no bars. Put it in the charger. Not do anything. If you give it the volt test, it gives you 15.3, 15.4 volts. So it's a bit too low. We could jump start it, but I think I'm going to just get into it and see what is going on. That's the battery open now, so we've got to do a cell bank test. We'll run down the cells to see. There's this bank's 3.65, 3.9, 4.03, 0, 3.7, and this bank of cells is dead. So I must put a little bit of marker in that to see. That's the dead bank there. So we'll have to deal with the dead bank of cells. This Bosch Procore battery has 10 cells. Like a lot of batteries, these will be 21700 cells and they're 4000 milliampere. So we'll have to get 2 of them. At this park side, 8 ampere, that's faulty. That's a faulty park side. It's not charging, it's not going. There's something weird going on with the circuit board, but it has good cells. I know this because it's showing a good reasonable voltage coming out the top, showing over 18 volts coming out the top. So that's going to be our donor battery. We're going to pop a couple of cells out of that. If we go down these banks of cells, right, these banks of cells are all very well balanced. They're all sitting at 3.65, so it doesn't matter where I get the cells out of this pack. There were 4000 milliamp 21700 cells, 2 of them. That's just what we need. And let's get down to the business of getting the Bosch ones out. Remove these faulties. We have our 21740Ts, which is a 4000 milliamp cell. The ones we have out of the Parkside battery obviously aren't the same brand, however they are the same output, so that should be good enough. Tight. We'll just take the insulation off from the way the other ones were. Yeah, that's the way they were. And they go. They're tight. These are proving hard to get in. I've had to go for a very unorthodox method of putting them on. The rubber jaws in the base and just place them on. Don't try this at home. With some wheeling and some gnashing of teeth, we have finally got these 2 cells in. We had to take the cover off, as you've seen. And we had to put them in the vise, which I've never had to do before, but you know, there's always a first time. I'm going to put the sides on and give her a touch of charge, and I think that's the next move for me. Yeah. We'll just bang her onto the charger. Yep. See that? We've got a charging light, so we'll have to leave her a little while till she finishes the charging cycle. So here we have a fully charged 8 amp Procore battery now. It's just taking a full charge. You see full bars there now. Next thing to do is test it on a drill. I'm calling that fixed. Welcome. Today we've got this DW088. It's a little red 2-beam laser, you know. It's going. That beam seems dull, but it's still going. That's not why we're here today. We're here because of this broken bracket. So what kind of spanner would fit that? The answer is, I don't know. I have a new second-hand bracket. This bracket was donated to me by the gods of power tools that came into my possession by a series of fortunate events. So I'm going to just show you how this comes off. Get yourself a pair of pointy nose pliers or needle nose pliers or whatever you call them, and go like that. You should be able to screw them off. If it's really tight, you can put it in the vise and put a spanner on it with needle nose pliers as well. I'm just going to show you what's under here. There's a little plastic shim here on this side. See, that's up there. And we'll try and not lose any of this here. Let's come straight off. I'm going to show you what's under here too. There's a couple of little shims there. Three as a matter of fact. 3 plastic shims there. So there's 3 shims goes on here. I'm going to do a full rebuild. That shim doesn't even have to come off. Just put them back on, all 3 of them. Now we get the new bracket. You really can't go wrong here. Just put that on like that, and then the bigger plastic shim here, plastic sort of washer, you know, and you just tighten up. That's the old one. It's irrelevant now. There we are. That's great. So that's it fixed. Hello and welcome. Today we've got this DCS391 Dewalt saw with a fully charged battery in it, and it is not going. To show you what's wrong with this, we need to get right into it, and we need to remove these screws. These 4 long ones here, just that's it, left straight off. You can see how far down the brushes are in this thing. I'm willing to bet if we did a brush change, we would have a fully functional saw again. The right way to fix this is to replace this whole housing, like this one here. But what you have to do to remove that housing and replace it, you have to take that whole thing apart, and you can't get access to remove that from this side. You have to open all this here and take it down. I've done it before. It's not that bad, but I'm going to show you a quicker, hackier, easier fix how to do it. What we're going to do on this instance is put these brushes in, solder them onto this original housing, and remove the old ones. This works out cheaper because these are less than half the price of the full housing. Get down to business and get the old brushes out first. Let's see, that's stuck rightly in there. There it is. Oh, it broke off. That's not good. There we are. That's one out, anyway. This is sort of a aftermarket. You don't get these brushes separate like this from Dewalt as far as I know. I think it's sort of an aftermarket thing that somebody does, which is, you know, good if you want a shortcut like me and want to save money, because that's what this channel's all about, saving a few bob here and there, showing you how you can do it. That's one down. These are really stuck in there. There we are. That's not all of it. See, the rest of it poked out. That's bad. The brushes came out in bits. They're in bad shape, no doubt about it. We definitely needed them. Yeah, that's number 2. That's 3. One more to go. Well, that's the 4 soldered on now. The 4 aftermarket brushes. That's where I got them. Top deals online. They're on eBay, or you can probably go onto their own website. That won't win any beauty contests, but it'll do the job, I would say. What I'll do is just set the lid back on again without any further ado. See if we can get this bad boy running. I'm going to slam on a battery, see how the fix has done for us. That's perfect. Today we've got this impact wrench. It's an old brushed Milwaukee, and the guy that owns it is complaining that it doesn't have the same power as it used to, and it's a burning smell when you use it. So we're going to get into it and see what's going on inside. There's not much to the insides of these. The brushes are well down, to be quite honest with you, and maybe the motor and field coil could do with a bit of a clean. There goes one of the brushes anyway. So they were well, they're falling apart, look at that. Crumbling 2 butts. They're well knackered. Well knackered those. Might get away with the motor this time. We'll see. Mightn't be so bad now. Good magnet in that field coil, so that's good. I'll put the brushes on here now. Uh-oh. We will need that. Grease will hold it on. That's it back together now. If you look at those brushes, they were well beyond their sell by date, so that should be a whole lot better now. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos. Welcome to my channel. Today we've got this Makita DGA 463 and she's noisy and she's stuff. I featured this last week on my channel and showed you what the fault was. It was a bearing, so I'm going to show you how to replace the bearing now. That's what we need to replace. Quite a simple fix, especially in this one, because the bearing was only sitting there. So take that head off. This should pull straight out, and this is the offending bearing, because I shouldn't be able to remove that bearing like that with my bare hands. Sometimes they can be worse than that. They can be disintegrated, bits can be fell out of them and stuck to the motor, you know, but not in this case. All we need to do is probably tap this on gently. You need to be careful, you can damage the bearing doing this. That's good there now. There we are, and we'll just put it back together and see if she sounds any better. Moving pretty free now, I would say. Sounding pretty smooth. So that's all it was as a bearing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we've got this 9 ampere Milwaukee high output battery, but it's only showing 4.4, 4.5 volts, which is way too low for an 18 volt battery, which should be showing between 17 and 20. I've already taken the screws out, so we're going to get into it and have a little look at the cells to show you what's actually going on with this. Right, just checking the individual banks of cells. That's 0.92 and that's 0.7, that's 0.94, that's 0.93, that's 0.93. All well below what you would consider viable voltage. These should be probably 3 volts would be very low. 2 volts would be a disaster. Less than a volt is really, most people will tell you that's for the recycling bin, but not me. I have other ideas for this. What I'm going to do to get this to go again is connect it to this high output 12 ampere. We'll monitor the voltage as we go and make sure we're getting up there voltage wise, and when it starts to get the right voltage, we'll pull it off so we don't overcook it. So here goes nothing. That's plus, plus, minus, right. Here goes. Could be sparks, there might not be. There we are. You see where it jumped right away to 17 point whatever. That's kind of what we want. I'm going to take the other battery off it and see what it does. It will drop a little bit. We'll give it another little zap. I'm going to put it right onto the charger now, just to see. It is dropping the voltage. That mightn't be a problem. Straight onto the charger, see if she takes a charge. No, she's showing a fault. So that didn't work. We'll give it another blast to see if we can bring it up even further, to see if that helps. Just keep it on for a while. Really get the power into those cells. I've been very safe monitoring this operation as I go. Word loves this because I can feel one of my thumbs getting very warm, and that's kind of normal. Right, we've got her up to 17 now. Let's see if we can get her right on the charge before she changes her mind. Nope, there's some other fault. If we check the cells, we're up above 3.26 and they're all very balanced, so it's not cell imbalances the issue. I'm going to try another technique. I'm going to show it to you. This technique is called circuit board reset. That's what I call it anyway. You go to the negative terminal and the one beside it and you connect them together with something like that bit of wire for a few seconds, and once you do that, you pull that off, you put it on a tool, you pull the trigger, right, you remove the tool and you slap it on the charger and hopefully it charges now. Nope, didn't work. Option 3, circuit board replacement. We've got to get the old one off first, that's key. Just pop up these spot welds in the plus and minus ends. And we've got to desolder these 4 points. Does help if you remove these 2 screws as well. One off on it. That was nice. There we are. This old board off now, so we need to get the new one on. That took a bit of manoeuvring, but they're all in place now. And what I do now sometimes is put in the screws. Right, we'll try the charger now to see if it's any better. Showing a charging light. So we'll leave that for a little while to see if that solved the problem. It seems like we're going to have a result because there's 2 bars there already. So we'll keep her going. We're having a good result here. This is fairly charging. It's charging away. But I never tried it in the tool yet to see. Definitely. I would say I'm going to charge away at this, but I'm pretty confident I've got that fixed. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we've got 2 Milwaukee 5 ampere M18 batteries. This one's a Europe made one, judging by the label on the bottom, though the labels on the side are away. And this one's a USA made one, but that'll not do it any harm, they're basically the same. Problems. This one's had a bit of a fall. It looks to be damaged. The casing looks to be damaged. There's a bit of dirt on there. I'll try a drill on it to see what happens. It's going, but it's damaged. It's showing as fully charged. Better check the voltage in that one just to make sure. It's showing a fully charged voltage there. However, I've bothered getting it to connect to the top because I can see even the pins are kind of damaged there. I may have to replace the circuit board anyway. Battery number 2. Not even lighting the LED in the tool. That's bad. Probably won't charge. Let's see. Clicking away, I don't like that. It's clicking away. Does not want to charge. It looks like it's charging, but it's not. I've had ones like that before. When you hear that clicking sound, it's not happening. What we have here is just over 9 volts. It seems to be dropping as well, which is not good. So we'll have to get onto that one to see what the cells are like. I just checked the voltage of the banks of cells. 1.71, 1.75, they're very low. Around the same. Yeah. 1.71. This is very well balanced, but very low. All the cells are extremely low, but extremely close to each other. That's probably good news. And what we'll do in that case is probably give that a little boost to see if we can wake it up again. I've just noticed a bent terminal in this one as well. You see, we can get this right up. That terminal's damaged, so I'll straighten that one first. I'll try and give that a bit of a straighten. I've straightened that as well as I can. What do you see? But it is a bit shorter than the one beside it. This side of it is shorter than this side. So somebody's maybe burnt a bit off that with a badly fitting tool, badly fitting Milwaukee tool, or jump starting or something. We may still have to replace the circuit board in this, but we're going to try the jump start first. Right, what we're going to do now is connect this full battery, this full knockoff Dewalt battery, to the M18. And what that'll do is it'll bring the cells up to a chargeable voltage, hopefully, and give us a battery we can charge. What I'm doing here is monitoring the voltage of the battery as we go, so we can keep an eye on what's going on. If you watch that there, it's 8.25 volts now, so let's go. There should be a bit of a spark here. No, not. A little bit through the board, so that's good. See, it's got up to 17 odd volts there. I'm going to take it away to see if it drops. It's dropping, but not too badly. I'll keep it going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take all this away and slap it on the charger to see if it takes a charge. All that away. See if we can get it on the charge. Seems to be booting up the way you would expect a charger to. That sound that you just hear, that whatever you would describe it, that would signify that it is charging. So we're going to leave it on for a while and then come back to it. We're getting nicely up to 2 bars. We might get to 3, but the front isn't damaged, so we'll not get to 4, even though it will probably fully charge. So we'll leave that to the side for a little while and take a look at this other one. This one is a damaged top and it's showing full voltage and it's powering the tool. So we'll get it open to see what's going on here. Right, it's not that clean now, but again, there's terminal damage there too. You can see that there, that one's badly pushed in. I could try and straighten that and clean everything up. Other than that, I'd have to put a new board on it. What I mean by a new board is one of these. With all the muck blew off the top, I just have to straighten this. That's pushed in a wee bit, but I don't think it's doing any harm. There's definitely a bit of that broke off too. We'll see what it can do. That's the best I can do on the circumstances, but I think what we'll do is we'll maybe put it together, try and get the lid on a bit more secure, and see if it charges, see if it goes. This lid doesn't want to go on too secure. Right. These batteries have long screws and short screws. The long screws go on here, the short screws go on here. But what I tried there a minute ago off camera was this. Yeah. Drive the long screw up through. So I drive the long screw up here, it'll hold this end on, because the top has been damaged and there's nothing for the short screw to thread into. So drive the long screws up there and cut them off and dremel them off and even them off a bit. There we are. That'll hold that top on. So just need to even these off. You can see I've cut the 2 bits that are protruding off, them 2 bits of screws. Then I'm going to give it a little buff. sure it's not stopping the tool sliding on. That's nice and smooth, that's good. Trying it in the tool. I would say that's pretty good there. I'll try it in the charger to see if it's showing any faults or anything unusual. Showing it's fully charged. That's probably what we'd expect. And the 4 bars. I'm calling that one fixed anyway. So battery number 1 had been on charging for a while there, and it's got up to 18.9. It was still charging. I'm pretty confident it would get up to a maximum voltage there. But when you do the jump start like I done with that, it's best to leave it overnight and have another look at it, because sometimes they can fail when you heat up the cells like that. But I'll try it in the machine now to see if it goes. Yeah. That's those 2 batteries fixed. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we've got this Dewalt 4 ampere 18 volt XR battery. I'll show you what's wrong with it. First of all, take a look. No bars on the charge, not even registering. On a drill, not even lighting the LED, not a hope. Testing it on the multimeter, I'm getting 12.7374 volts, which is far too low. If I take the lid off this one, if the screws out, with the cells removed from the outer casing, I can see there's a lot of corrosion here, but that's not the most concerning thing, to be quite honest. When you take these out, you have to check the connections. Look at that. The reason why we're not getting the right voltage is we're getting the disconnect there. Complete disconnect. Look, that nickel strip was, the spot weld had given way. So you can see this one side is only this top cell connected. This bottom one's completely disconnected on that side. And as a result, if I check the voltage, here, the bottom one's showing 3.41, but the top one is showing about, what do we see, about half a volt. If you can see that, half a volt. And this happened because of the disconnection with this one. This cell was carrying the full load and this was doing nothing, so the voltage never dropped in this, and there was too much pressure in this, and that drained it down to what probably is below recoverable voltage. But be careful when you're doing this. You could cause a cross connection, cause yourself all sorts of hassle. Working with cells is kind of dangerous. So there we are. Look at these slid out now. Probably took the 2 out. Reasons I'll explain in a moment. So we'll take the bad one first. I think this is the bad one. This is the good one. 3.4. Not getting anything there. Maybe it's because there's so much rust on this other side. I was getting a false reading when it was in the pack. I think there's anything in that cell. I think that cell has gone beyond. Not even. I think this cell here, the top cell in the pack, is past the point of rescue, but I'll put it into the charger to see if it will even recognize it as a battery. It's going to be anything. No. It's not doing anything. No. Trying on all our slots. No. No. If you can see the difference in the good cell, if I put that in, it'll do something. You see, it's registering and it's showing it's starting to charge it. After rummaging in the spares box, I managed to get this other 20R cell. This one, however, though it's the same type of cell, the same number, the same brand, it's a little bit higher in the voltage than the one that was originally in the battery, so that's coming up to 3.4. So we probably will get a bit of cell imbalance, but hopefully it'll not be too bad. I'll maybe just connect these two together, put them onto the battery, and see what way it turns out. Right, with the cells attached, we're getting 1 bar, which is very interesting. And we're getting close to 17 volts, which is in the chargeable range, in my opinion. I'll just stick it together and see if I can get it to go, get it to take a charge. Get down into this casing. That's it back together, and it's showing 1 bar. So the next thing to do is try it on the charger, see if anything's different. And it's charging, so we're going to have to leave it a while to see what comes of this. Here we are, finally got where we want. Solid red light, 3 bars. So we're going to check the voltage now. Right, as I suspected, we have cell imbalance within this battery, so we haven't reached full voltage, 19.68, which is below the 20 volts that we would like. But still in all, we still got a battery that is usable for some applications. I'll test it on a drill. So here we are. Seems to be giving her plenty of power. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and check out my channel for all my other videos.